I've been waiting for this part. I have so much to talk about with this arc. It's not even funny. I mean, it is still funny, but not with the amount of shit I have to say. So, first of all, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Let's Play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Hope you're enjoying the ride so far. So far, we are currently up to the... Oh god, what the hell is this arc called? It's the Itachi Pursuit arc, I think? It's something like that, because like this arc is called this arc, and then the actual fight is called the Fated Battle Between Brothers, or some weird shit like that. I don't immediately know what it was offhand, but it's something weird to that effect. So anyway, today we are going to be starting off the part of the story where the narrative completely shifts from Naruto to Sasuke. Now, of course, it should not be said by now that if you're a follower of the series, that Sasuke was definitely maintained to be like a villain slash anti-hero of this part of the show. But you know, due to the fact that Sasuke continues to be at the top of fucking character polls, despite being absent for so many years, Kishi has to ride back in the story somehow. I mean, okay, Sasuke eventually turning against Orochimaru and going to fight Itachi, kind of inevitable. Let's not be around the bush with that one. But for him to just suddenly shift narrative from, oh, Sasuke is trained to fight against Itachi, just to completely 180 and just be like, done. It kind of really shows you that he probably panicked at like the pressure he was getting from everyone to make Sasuke the character of the story, you know? So yeah. So we're just kind of unceremoniously being dropped in. I'm not even joking. Yeah. So, it's unfortunately this blunt in the manga as well, and I believe the anime too. So, I guess to quickly get you guys caught up to speed, you know, Sasuke took off to go train with Orochimaru, and 2.5 years later. But a couple of traits that are important to keep in mind about this, though. One is that Sasuke refuses to kill any of the opponents he's thrown against. Of course, this will all change with, you know, the whole shit with Itachi and everything. Nice look at Orochimaru. That would eventually change with that. And for right now, something I personally enjoy is that the fact that it's alluded to and said off screen that he's taking performance-enhancing drugs in order to get to this point. I love how Sasuke decides to cheat to win, but you know what? Whatever. Not my body. I mean, it's probably viewed as Orochimaru's body, but you know, whatever. So, yeah, you guys want to talk about a fight scene in the series that should have gotten its own boss fight, like dedicated boss fight? I would say this is up there, yeah. So yeah, of course this is right after the heels of Naruto getting his own new super jutsu. So I guess it was kind of a matter of time until we did shift the narrative, but we shifted the narrative hard. Like this is just completely dropped on its head, and it's like Sasuke wakes up one day, there's no alluded to tension whatsoever, and it just dropped you on head. It's like, oh hey, he's betraying Orochimaru now. Okay, there was no allusions, no hints of it. Nope, just doing it now. Okay, even though Sasuke said repeatedly he didn't care what it took, so... got me. Anyway, yeah, so it's been roughly, like, 3 years, I want to say? Yeah, at this point it's probably been 3 years since, you know, Orochimaru had to pull the trigger on switching bodies to that new guy from before Sasuke could get back to the hideout. So it's been around that time period. Actually, wait, that is a great point to why this is all happening now. Go figure. Huh, I hadn't thought about that. It's kind of nifty. I was speculating before, like, why does all this shit happen concurrently after 2.5 years? And I just remembered, oh yeah, that's right, the time limit until Orochimaru's body decayed. No wonder. And of course, he's really just trying to, the entire time he's just been sculpting Sasuke's body into, like, his ideal vessel, and... I mean, I guess it's kind of there, but again, you'd only have access to him for like 3 years before he had to shift again, so whatever. Yeah. I'll get to work anyway.
If I don't do it soon.
Yep, he's at the breaking point. Although I suspect that Sasuke knew exactly... He probably wanted to squeeze Orochimaru dry for all the experience he can get out of him before he knew that Orochimaru would, like, turn on him. I guess that's one aspect of his character I didn't quite calculate, but, you know, it's still could have happened with a little more fanfare, you know? Like, I don't know, spend a few chapters in Sasuke's perspective, like what he's been doing off screen. I think that'd be good. Anyway, hey, so I'm betraying you now. Alright.
Did you need something?
Of course, needless to say, yeah. I've said this before, but the game is doing this way fucking differently than the anime or manga does, because Sasuke just busts down his door while Orochimaru is sick in bed and is like, I'm killing you now.
I'm finished with you.
Yeah, this game doesn't really know subtlety for a lot of its segments. I mean, it does some things really well, but not this.
You here.
I knew
Yep.
you'd come for me.
I still love how long his sleeves are. Like, the sword just looks like a nub coming out of him.
Orochimaru, I'm stronger than you.
Wow, aren't we bold?
Statement from a nursling Uchiha.
In terms of raw jutsu, no, Orochimaru still got the better on you, but there is a good thing called genjutsu, so yeah.
Of course, I had to be the nursling. That's the only Uchiha you could handle.
Oh god, the lip sync was awful. Gee, fuck, okay, wow. Sorry, I don't want to harp on that, but that just caught me out. Like, the entire bottom line, that's the only Uchiha you could handle? That wasn't said whatsoever on the character model, oh my god. Oh boy.
Itachi was out of the question. That's why you came after me, the baby.
It's just so funny to hear Sasuke say baby. But yeah, well, also the fact that Sasuke is the only other living Uchiha alive, besides Obito, but, you know, Obito's kind of a no-go. Madora's already got his hands on that one.
Before Uchiha, mild brilliance such as yours becomes actually rather ordinary.
Okay, so here's where one of Sasuke's big, like, character things really starts to piss me off. At some point during the time gap also, like, he is really prideful of the Uchiha name, and he's like, you are nothing compared to Uchiha. Like, you know there's other clans out there that are older than the Uchiha, right? The Hyuga clan, the Kaguya clan, yeah, I'm just saying. Jesus Christ, Sasuke. Not everyone born into your clan is some omnipotent god. Jesus.
Orochimaru, you can't win against me. It's no longer possible for you to take my body.
I mean, absolutely is, because I don't know what the method he actually used to do it.
You underestimate me. Even if it barks, a chick is still a chick.
Okay, can we stop talking about, like, babies and chicks? This is, like, just so weird to hear out of these two mouths.
Why don't I show you the difference between your power and mine?
Again, this is so sad, because, again, it's not much better here than it is in the actual show. Like, this is Sasuke confronting him, and in the show, Sasuke was just gonna try, like, assassinate him in his bedroom. This is pretty shitty, actually, but yeah, no, this whole plot line that was kind of built up for like, you know, multiple years and was the big crux of why they had to go after Sasuke, nah, just throw out the window right now. At the very start of the arc, sheesh, you can't even wait until like halfway through it or a third of the way through it. Nope, gotta front load it.
Sasuke! Now, let me take your body.
A deteriorated Orochimaru confronting Sasuke? I don't like your odds too much, dude. Anyway, so yeah, I guess we're doing this now. So the fate, this bothers me. Anyway, so I guess I do have a few things to say actually. So, oh god, there's actually a million things to talk about with the narrative shift from Naruto to Sasuke. So first of all, I will say though, in terms of Sasuke, in terms of gameplay, Sasuke is way better than Naruto. Like, I know that's probably weird for me to say, because Naruto's usually pretty well rounded, but I can do this. Look at that. Your up combo pretty much naturally combos into your ultimate jutsu if you do it right. I'm not even joking about that. It's great. Anyway, so Sasuke also has, like, fucking rapid fire shuriken if you use your charge. He's got a projectile. He can also charge later on. He's got a really good range ultimate jutsu. His combo game is really solid too. Sasuke's just a really strong character, actually. Like, so despite everything I say about Sasuke as a character, and I do have a lot to say, across the board, I say this of course during these Let's Plays too, Sasuke is generally one of the more solid characters you can play as. Like, it's actually ridiculous. He's got a good amount of shit he can do. Am I gonna kill him with the throw? Very close. Chip him out. There we go. But no, Sasuke is usually one of the more solid characters you can pick as, because he's usually got a really solid balance of combo damage, projectile game, and pressure he can do. As well as generally, having like above average throw games. So yeah, no, in terms of like usability, I much prefer Sasuke over Naruto, but I mean that's just because I'm not shucking clones everywhere, and it's a little easier to maintain your combos, but that's just me personally speaking. That is not a personal preference, that's just like, he plays better with a sword, what can I say? Yeah.
You lose, Orochimaru.
So we're ditching the whole white snake element, unfortunately. And now this happens.
I am immortal. That isn't enough to defeat me.
Is it wrong? I'm already just gonna say this. I really think the whole Sasuke or resorting Orochimaru like plot element was just disposed of way too quickly and didn't do enough with it. The only thing this really did was it slightly boosted Sasuke's regenerative abilities, or gave him regenerative power somewhat, and maybe some enhanced chakra reserves, and that's it. This really didn't do anything for Sasuke. Also, we actually did kind of animate this a little bit.
What is this place?
I will say, for Storm 2, this looks really good. But this is... oh, Jesus. I've said before that you can get some real body horror, like abstract berserk level shit with Genju doing this series, and it's like the last time it really happens. Like Orochimaru inside like that flesh womb thing, that was gross as hell, and I love it. This, I mean, it exists. I just feel like this didn't do any justice whatsoever. I also just feel like this scene like wasn't really done justice in general across the board.
The Sharingan. Finally, that power, the Uchiha power, will be mine.
Also, yo, I mean, I love the man, but, you know, just gotta really say major shout out to Steve Bloom for his performance as Orochimaru. He actually drives it home. It's great. So, do you remember this little thing that, actually, no, this was shown once before. It's pretty cool, actually. There's this little thing Itachi did with reflecting a Genjutsu on Kurenai. Like, reflecting a Genjutsu. Like, reversing it. Sasuke's about to do that. You know, it's funny. This did not come out of nowhere. Itachi did do this once, but it was never shown ever again. Until now. So this is not unprecedented.
Impossible! The transference ritual is being rejected.
So this whole ritual thing, it's hard to tell if this is like a real pocket dimension or if this is actually a Genjutsu, because like the white snake thing that Orochimaru turns into like spewed out gases and it put Sasuke under a Genjutsu, but he says this is like a pocket dimension, but I think it's like a consciousness space inside of Orochimaru. I don't really know. It's kind of vague, but I kind of like it more for being vague, like just being like a visual representation, you know.
My eyes can see through all your jutsu.
You know what? That statement alone, considering how many jutsu Orochimaru does have, kind of says a lot about how overpowered Sasuke's Sharingan is.
Surely you must
Just a bit. This
A
can.
snake that crawled on the earth, dreamt of soaring through the sky.
Oh yes, this whole... I never really talked about this before, but the whole thing with Sasuke and Orochimaru is an actual old fable. I think was passed down through in Japan with, you know, a snake killed a bird, so it took one of its eggs as like a baby or something and raised it to be as one of its own, but intended to kill it someday.
Still, in vain hope, it kept its eye on a baby bird that it nurtured in its own nest.
So it's just really weird. Like, it's a real fable, but they're referencing here as just like a metaphor.
That the snake is prey, because that bird is a hawk, ready to take to the sky.
Without saying it out loud. But no, seriously, like, look at this shit. Isn't this just like prime material to have its own boss fight? Like, Sasuke actually being teleported to the interstice. I'm just gonna call it the interstice because Berserk. Like, Sasuke being teleported here, like, there's just prime opportunity for, like, a really weird boss fight, you know? Not with, like, button prawns, but, you know. Oh, I don't want to talk over Steve Bloom, like, knocking this out of the park, but it's really important to talk about this.
I am the one who will unlock the mysteries of nature. I am the one who will receive everything.
And you know, it's sadly with this that Orochimaru does cease to be an actual villain. Like, this right here may as well have been Orochimaru's death scene. And that really is the worst.
Will take. your power.
I'll take a little of your chakra, but I'm not gonna take any of your fucking jutsu whatsoever. That would have made Sasuke ridiculous, actually, because that also would have given him wind nature. Probably also earth, maybe. I don't know. I know Orochimaru had at least fire and earth, or fire and wind, but that's it.
Kabuto.
Lord Orochimaru.
It's funny because he's always doing a body left over. Like, Sasuke literally ate him with the jutsu he used.
You can't have.
I can.
After me.
And then Kabuto was like, hey, which one are you, Sasuke or Orochimaru right now?
He had instead.
Seriously, what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything.
Lord Orochimaru is.
No, not dead. Just, you know, in like this weird flux, like he's physically, like his chakras and mind are sealed inside of Sasuke. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like it involves a curse mark and all that crap. It's weird. Anyway, so yeah, that just happened. Swear to God, out of every boss fight in this game that could have required, that should have had its own cinematics, that's it. I'm not even kidding. That really should have been it. Alright, so enough talking about that. Let's actually get on with the game. I can't believe I forgot about the whole Pac-Man icon when people are actually talking. That's adorable. So controls then switched to Sasuke. Simultaneously an upgrade and downgrade at the same time. Upgrade gameplay, downgrade, and, you know, character. So, I want to talk about a little shift that Naruto begins to go through right now. I don't mean the character, I mean the show. So, at some point, unofficially, the main characters of Naruto was changed from Naruto to Naruto and Sasuke. Like, I mean, that makes sense because Itachi's Sasuke's hatred of Itachi has always been like a huge centerpiece of the original show, and I totally get that because Sasuke was the main character. But here it's like we took it from being like a villain character to being a main character again, but it's like this weird thing of hindsight's a hell of a thing, isn't it? At this point, the Naruto show is going through a major shift of going from, you know, let me show you guys actually. This is actually a brilliant metaphor, but also really crappily done. Oh, I can't see all of it. So, it essentially goes from being, you know, Naruto's adventures in Hidden Leaf Village to the entire ninja world. And it's using Naruto and Sasuke as like a yin and yang, like light and darkness kind of view. Because this culminates with a... I'm sorry, I don't want to spoil too much. Actually, I do. I mean, show's over, whatever. This whole arc results in Naruto and Sasuke being like the representations of the ninja world's light and the ninja world's darkness. Basically, this universe is like the best and the worst of it, with the corruption and the good that comes with, you know, the hope and everything. So I love it for that. I'm just gonna pick it up for that. Pick this up. But like this comes out of fucking nowhere, and you're kind of just dropped on your head with this. Like, on the one hand, Sasuke does have good character growth, I guess, but it's so shittily shown that it doesn't really matter too much. I don't know, it's weird. It's like Sasuke continues to go further into darkness the more he learns about this stuff. Naruto has his life thrown into question with pain and everything, and like Jiraiya's teachings. So it starts to go like off on this whole rail of like actually good world building between these two, but it again, it just decides to do that. And I don't know, man. I feel like this could have been all handled way better if it was more of a slow burn, or if Sasuke was shown more, like in just like a couple of chapters here and there. Like what's Sasuke doing today? I wonder. I just feel like that would have been a way better way of approaching this instead of Orochimaru wakes up one day. Oh, I'm being betrayed. That would have been way better, honestly. But yeah. Naturally, because, you know, Sasuke is like the favorite character of everyone in human history. Yeah, I can't really have that. Alright, so I've been ranting long enough. Let's actually go ahead and move on to plot forward, shall we? So, we sorta killed Orochimaru? Kinda? I don't know, in terms of his character, he may as well have been assassinated, but in terms of, like, actual, like, motivations, Sasuke did him in, and now Sasuke is recruiting a team. Recruiting a team to go after Itachi, or at least like he's literally just gonna use his team as like a distraction to keep Kisame away. Even though he doesn't need to do that, so whatever. And it just so happens, Sasuke is not the only weird pet project Orochimaru is working on. This here, Suigetsu.
Sasuke Uchiha.
He's a cool guy. I like Suigetsu a lot. Like, it's another one of those weird post-mortem things of, like, when you first get to meet him, there's not a lot of fanfare, and he's kind of overshadowed by everything else, but, you know, like Sai. But Suigetsu's still a really fun character, like, goddamn.
You've got a nasty streak in you, you know that?
Oh, you know, just what, slightly.
Come with me. I can count on you for power. That makes you valuable.
So I don't think you know, it's interesting because seeing Suigetsu with his weird ass water abilities, you would think this kind of like comes out of nowhere and it's unusual and super weird. But when you remember that Orochimaru is the same man who was working on infusing the first Hokage's DNA into various kids and Yamato happened, it kind of falls into place.
For now, just be quiet.
This is not that unusual for him. God, the human experimentation that just spawned all this weird bullshit. Did he just scratch his ass?
Ordering me around like a big shot, huh?
I mean, I'd say he has a kind of authority.
The relationship between you and me, all right?
Hey, Suigetsu, if you think you can take on Sasuke, be my guest.
Look, this isn't personal, okay? Heck, I'm not even opposed to following you. But it's important to start things off right. Let's find out who's stronger here. You
We're starting off with a sparring match. Okay. Even though it was literally like, you're gonna follow me, I'm gonna follow you around. Okay, sure. Just get me close to Kisame, and we'll be all good. Because that's basically what Suigetsu was just doing, just using Sasuke to get close to the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. Oh God, the other Seven Swordsmen of the Mist are all dead. I literally just realized that because Kisame is the last one left alive.
flexible thinking.
Wow, why I never think about that? Cause yeah, no, all of them were Io Tensei in the war. Holy fuck. Okay.
It's over with. We're wasting time.
Okay.